Hi, I'm Dave with Dave and Jen Ignite, and we're here with part two of our two-part series on Election Day of 2020. And the first part was about memorizing Ephesians 4:31, and you may want to just start with that, so you may want to stop here and go back and get that one first, or you can start right here. They're both self-contained. But we are glad you're here, most certainly, and it is Election Day, as I just said, and wow, it has been bitter. And we talked about this in the previous video. Bitterly contested. Social media is filled with rage and anger and brawling and slander and malice. And we just need to say the cure is not in who wins. Now, I do have and certainly a desired outcome, as I'm sure you do. We all do. But that's not where our cure is going to be. Ephesians 4:31 that we worked on last time says, get rid of all of this bitterness, rage, and anger. Just the brawling, the slander, the malice, Get rid of that. And thank goodness Ephesians 4:32, which we'll memorize today, tells us what to gain, what to put on. And we can only do this through the power of Jesus Christ. I admit to you, I guarantee you, I do not have in my own nature a desire to take on this kind of character. We'll use the 3x5 cards to help us. Again, yesterday, or the previous part one, was Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Ephesians 4:31. So that was yesterday, or previous video, and the one for the now is Ephesians 4:32. This is what we want to put on. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. Let's say that again. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Certainly my story is one that God has forgiven me of so much, and I'm so grateful and so thankful. So this was one of my early on memory verses in my walk with Jesus. Matter of fact, this was the very first verse I ever preached on before I even knew I was going to be called to be a pastor and preacher. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Friends, we're going to need some forgiveness when this is over. And I am not a believer, hey, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. And I don't think that's right. Well, certainly not when it comes to hurting people like this. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Great memory verse. If we can put these two verses together, I think we can recover. Obviously, we don't know the outcome yet. I don't know the outcome yet. It's still in the morning of November 3rd, 2020. We don't know the outcome of the election yet. But whatever it is, the answer is not in who gets elected, but in Jesus Christ. Let's strive to live out these two verses. We always want to apply, not just memorize, but to apply to life what we learn. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Ephesians 4:32. Well, we would love to hear your comments. Perhaps you've got a verse from the Bible you'd like to have memorized. Put that in the comments below. We'd love to have you. If you're finding value in these, click like and subscribe, and click that bell for notification. That'll let you know whenever we upload another video. For those who are interested, yes, Jennifer is still alive, and she will be posting videos as well, and those will be forthcoming. Well, until we meet again, may God bless you. See you soon.